Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today we're diving into a fascinating blog post detailing the alarming rise of paper mills and their impact on academic publishing. Specifically, we'll be discussing a particularly egregious example involving MDPI and a paper featuring roaming tomatoes. Yes, you heard that right.
Roaming tomatoes? Intriguing. This sounds like a wild ride. What's the core issue here?
The core issue is the infiltration of academic journals by paper mills, organizations that churn out fabricated research to inflate publication numbers. This post highlights a paper published by MDPI, a publisher that's had its share of controversies. The paper, titled A Soft Computing View for the Scientific Categorization of Vegetable Supply Chain Issues, is, shall we say, uniquely bizarre.
Bizarre? How?
Well, the paper uses nonsensical phrases like replacing fuzzy logic with fluffy logic, and unsupervised machine learning with unaided ML. But the real kicker? The authors discuss tomatoes as if they were livestock, describing them as creatures wandering meadows under the supervision of a herder. It's utterly surreal.
That's unexpected. So it's not just poor writing, it's outright fabrication?
Exactly. A PubPeer commenter discovered that large portions of the text were adapted from a paper about livestock and fish, with the subject simply replaced with tomatoes and cruciferous vegetables. It's blatant plagiarism disguised with synonym substitution.
And MDPI's response?
They're investigating, claiming it's a priority. But the blog post author expresses skepticism, pointing out that the reviewer's reports were incredibly superficial. One reviewer focused on punctuation and first-person language, seemingly oblivious to the roaming tomatoes. Another only addressed the article's structure, ignoring the content. It's a stunning lack of due diligence.
So the reviewers failed to catch this obvious nonsense? Unbelievable.
Precisely. The blog post uses this case as a canary in the coal mine, highlighting a larger problem within academic publishing. The author argues that publishers need to seriously overhaul their editorial processes and hold editors and reviewers accountable for letting such blatant fakery slip through. It's not just about MDPI. This is a systemic issue.
It certainly sounds like it. The author mentions similar issues with other publishers, like Hindawi, which ultimately had to withdraw thousands of papers. This is a serious threat to the integrity of scientific research.
Absolutely. The blog post concludes by emphasizing the growing importance of trustworthiness in academic journals. Publishers need to act decisively to maintain credibility and prevent the further spread of disinformation. The future of academic publishing depends on it.
A compelling argument. Thanks for breaking down this bizarre, yet crucial, story.
My pleasure. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in to Tech Bytes and News. We'll catch you next time with more insightful discussions on the ever-evolving world of technology and news. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.